Whether you are replaceable or irreplaceable is not based on reality. It's based on belief because your belief will determine the way you show up in reality, in life. And life and reality will mirror the way you show up. If you believe that you are replaceable, and underneath that are so many voices, so many beliefs, I will not be chosen, I'm not good enough. If I'm chosen, I may not be the best choice. If someone else comes along who's better, they will be chosen. And this can happen in relationships, this can happen in friendships, this can happen in jobs, with clients. As an entrepreneur, you can be replaced by an other company who's better than you. And a lot of us have grown up in a world where we've been in corporates, or we've been in the corporate, we've been exposed to the corporate structures in one way or the other, where we are told that we are just a number, we are just a statistic, we are just a head count, and we can be replaced. This reality has been constantly fed to us, more to some than others, or more to many than others. Most people have this feeling that they can be replaced because that's what happens in the middle class and the lower classes, that if someone better comes along, someone who can do the same job for cheaper, someone who can do something that is better than you will be replaced. But we have mistaken this for our core worthiness and being replaced as a human rather than being replaced as a head count or a statistic. And the two things are very different. Because yes, you can be replaced as a head count because that's literally just a function, it's a role. Anyone who can play that role can fit into that role. And you are just one of those people. You're playing a function, but the function is not who you are. A lot of people get identified with the function. That becomes their identity. I am a software developer. I am a lawyer. I am a dentist. I am a CEO. I am this. I am that. We become identified and we think that, yeah, if I am a software developer, there are literally nowadays millions that can replace me. And with the invention of AI can replace software developers nowadays. A lot of software developers are going to be losing their jobs more and more rapidly. The same thing that happened with the Industrial Revolution, the same thing that happened with the tech revolution is now happening with the AI revolution. Jobs will be lost. You will be replaced. If you are just fulfilling a function, a role, especially something that's mechanical, that's not got something that's truly human, is going to be replaced by tech and robotics, by AI and robotics. Drivers are going to lose their jobs because they're going to be self-driving cars. Warehouses are becoming fully automated. Amazon already has a lot of their warehouses automated. Now, in many stores, you can check out without a person because everything is barcoded, and literally as you walk out, Amazon has got this. They have stores where you can just walk out and it'll scan everything that you have, and that's it. It's a self checkout. You get the bill in your Amazon account. No person required. Anything that's manual, that's repetitive, that can be automated, especially with the invention of AI, even basic creativity will be replaced. And there is a big question about our worthiness. And I had done another video on this a few weeks back. And so today I want to focus more on being chosen. What makes you irreplaceable is the way you show up in the world. If you realize that you are unique, if you realize that who you are and what you have cannot actually be replaced, your role in the world cannot be replaced. Your existence is for a purpose, is for a reason. And when you find that, you will show up in the world that way. But if you believe that you are replaceable, whether it's AI or robots or someone else who can replace you will make yourself redundant. And then, yes, there is no purpose to your existence. You will be deleted from existence. This was one of the messages in the Matrix that when a program has exhausted its purpose, it gets deleted. So the question is, are you showing up as a program, as a robot in your life, or are you actually showing up as a full human? Because if you have been living a robotic existence, you will be replaced by a robot. Because robots are much more efficient than humans at being robots. Humans are not great robots. Robots are great robots. Humans are pretty terrible at being robots. We do not have the design and the structure to behave robotically. We have been programmed and conditioned to show up as robots, but now we have better robots, so there's no need for you to be one. So, this fear of being replaced is very real, and it's a signal that you have been living a less than human existence. You've been robotic. And I can say this from my own experience. I have lived a very robotic life. I have lived a life where I can be replaced. And then I redefined myself. And I have been redefining myself consistently. And that's what evolution is, that's what survival is. Survival of the fittest in this day and age means you have to keep evolving with tech evolving the way it does. Instead of AI being something that replaces you, AI can become your most powerful tool. AI can become your best companion in terms of helping you to design and create what you want. Doesn't mean that you lose your authenticity and you lose your voice and you lose your creativity. It all gets enhanced by AI. It all depends on how you're using AI. But everything finally depends on how you see yourself. If you truly just see that all you can do in the world is fulfill some robotic function, you are redundant. But evolve your identity, evolve your self perception. Know that you are so much more than a robot. You were never meant to be a robot. You got caught in that trap. It's fine. Most of us did. You can sit and regret it and brood over how much time has been lost being a robot. Or you can finally wake up and say, I have the rest of my life to live. And now I have the opportunity to live fully. I see AI as giving us the opportunity to come back to what it truly means to be human, to stop doing the things that we were never meant to be doing. It was great that we, for the last 50, 60, 70 years, have created the foundation, built the infrastructure, built the tools, built the technology, developed the science, so that now we can go back to just being human. Prior to all of this, prior to tech, prior to filling our lives with every moment of our lives with some kind of nonsense, we were living a very different existence. 200, 300, 400, 500, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 years ago. It was a very different existence. It's time that we redefine what it means to be human. And until you do that, this fear of being replaced is not going to go. Until you realize that you are irreplaceable and you show up in that way. Even in relationships, if you feel that you're just another guy or just another woman, yes, you can be replaced by just another guy or just another woman. Literally. Because that's all you are. But if you are you and you know there is something special about you and there is something unique about you, and there is literally no one else like you cannot be replaced. And the people who you want you. How many other people that ends up being? They want you. They don't want just another guy. The ones who want just another guy and just another woman will look for that, and they will just keep cycling. What we see in the superficial dating world, it's just cycling through people like drinking Pepsi, drinking Coca Cola, just one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's empty, meaningless. But when there is meaning, when there is feeling, it's not just anyone, it's a very specific person, it's a very special person. You feel that connection, they are irreplaceable. There is something truly special about that person. There's something truly special about your connection with that person. And that connection and you and the other person all put together create something extra unique, extra irreplaceable. My friendships are not replaceable. Each friendship is unique, each friendship is special. Each family member is special. It's not just anyone. Oh well, this friend left me, I can just get another one. Doesn't work that way. The loss of that friend will be very painful. I may find another friend, but that new friend will never replace the old friend. That loss will be that loss. And this is what I want to make a topic for tomorrow, because this is something also I want to talk about, is let your heart ache. Let yourself feel the pain. That is what makes you realize the uniqueness and the connection. Is that when you lose something unique, you realize that there is something unique that you have lost, that cannot be replaced, that you cannot fill it up with food, you cannot fill it up with television, you cannot fill it up with drinks and drugs and smoking and all kinds of adrenaline activities. You cannot fill it up. When you have lost something unique, you have lost something unique. Feel the pain of that loss, and that is what will allow you to become whole again. When you feel the pain of the loss, that energy moves, you recycle, you feel the grief, you come back to wholeness, and then you can connect with another unique being and more unique being. But this is not a game of anyone will do, I can replace. It's your attitude. When you have that attitude towards others, you also unconsciously or consciously have that attitude towards yourself. If you can just replace anyone and keep cycling through people, that's also how you see yourself. I can also just be replaced. But if you see people as special and you have special connections, that's how people see you too. You have to trust that. Why are other people special for you and you are not special for someone else? I've had this distortion for a very long time. I would put people on a pedestal, but I would never imagine that I'm on the same pedestal for someone else. So it's not about destroying the pedestal and bringing people down. It's to come up on our own pedestal. Each of us has our own unique, special presence, our own unique, special essence. And honoring that, coming into contact with that, knowing that is what completely shifts the reality that makes you irreplaceable. And when you show up from that, what you're doing in the world itself changes. The way you look at reality itself changes. It's so fundamental. I cannot explain to you how, like, literally, the way you look at life and reality changes. It's almost like you've been wearing these very thick glasses your whole life, and these are the glasses of unworthiness. And you've become used to looking at the world through those glasses. And you think this is what the world looks like. And when you take off the glasses, suddenly everything is so blurry because you're used to wearing these extra thick glasses. But if once you realize that that is a distortion, and you allow your eyes to adjust to the reality, let yourself be in that discomfort of the blurriness till your eyes adjust to the reality. And then you can see reality clearly. You realize how different it looks, how much distortion there was from this lens, from this filter of unworthiness. I have gone through the shift numerous times because there are layers and layers. Like these thick glasses get thinner and thinner and thinner until someday they come off. And then it just blows your mind away of how different reality is compared to number 15 glasses, number 14, number 10, number 5, number 1, and then the glasses are gone. At each degree, there's a significant difference, but someday you can have the contrast of what it used to look like with number 15 and what it looks like without the glasses. And looking at the full contrast is just so mind blowing how different reality looks and how differently you operate in that reality. The way you show up, the way you talk, the way you talk about yourself, the way you talk about others, the way you relate to others, the way you communicate with others. It's so different. I can only say it's different because until you experience it, all of this is just going to be mental. It's just going to be words. Until you actually have the experience, all of this is it's meaningless. So my intention here is to inspire you to go on the journey of having the experience yourself. Come into contact with your own unique essence, your own worthiness, doing the work, feeling the pain of being unique and having lost uniqueness, having lost connection, the pain of being rejected for who you are. Feel that pain. It's like some people don't want you because of who you are, because you are unique and you do not fit everywhere and you do not resonate with everyone. Feeling that pain of being rejected also makes you realize, yeah, I am unique. I will not be liked by everyone, and that's okay. But that is my uniqueness. That my uniqueness also comes with pain of not everyone liking my uniqueness. So feeling that is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Like I said, let your heart ache, and most likely that's going to be the topic of my next live stream tomorrow. So today is day 31, the fear of being replaced. Tomorrow, day 32 of my 64-day journey. Most likely, it's going to be on the topic of let your heart ache, and there I'll be talking about pain being the source of all beauty, all pleasure, and peace in our lives. So that's it for today. I hope this message touches you enough for you to be inspired to connect with your uniqueness. If I can support you on this, this is exactly what I love helping people with. This is what my work is about, is bringing people in touch with their uniqueness, with their essence. I've been doing this work on myself for 11 years. I've been helping people, over 1,000 people now for the past 11 years. It's my absolute pleasure, my absolute joy and honor to help people on this journey. So if this touches you and is something that you want to work on, I have an experience coming up which will be starting soon. So the sign up for that is either in the description below on YouTube or on any of my bio links if you were watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn. That's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. So the just to mention the name of the experience, the next experience is called Encounters with the Divine. Apart from that, I also have some other experiences, so you can check out whatever resonates for you. But this Encounters with the Divine is a spiritual journey. It's about getting in touch with your uniqueness. It's about cultivating your divine essence, and it's free to sign up. So look forward to seeing you there. And until the next one, until tomorrow, see you on day 32.